Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Horizon Forbidden West, where we are on our way to... I am drawing a blank. Why am I drawing a blank? Chainscrape? Is it Chainscrape? Man, there's a sign around here, isn't there? There it is. Is it Chainscrape? Yes, Chainscrape. Right. I couldn't figure the name. Oh,
It's a dead machine. We must have this back.
I may have been hunting off video.
Pack's full. That must be Chainscrape. Drew said I could get my bow upgraded in there.
Ooh,
I'd be able to tinker with my other gear too.
let me in.
That the savior? Wanna come in, savior?
Yes, please.
Welcome to Chainscrape, savior.
Open up, guys. Jorv's orders.
Good enough for me.
Thank you.
By the forge. Petra? Aloy.
There you
What are
go.
you doing here? About time there was something worth looking at in this dump. It's nice to see you too. And not a moment too soon. Come on. Damn brewery's the only thing I can count on in this place. Yeah, I heard. Machines, work stoppage. Oh, those are just the latest malfunctions. Chainscrape's always been a few tools short of a kit. And right there is the biggest tool of all.
Our land, not our problem. The bristlebacks are everybody's problem.
Roland? You've heard of him. Yeah.
But he's a story best told over a cold beer.
Petra. I'm just passing through. I'm headed west.
Oh,
There's an embassy at Barren Light I need to make happen, and then I keep moving.
ah, of course. Bigger gears to grind. Well, Flame Hair,
Oh.
good to see you. You've got to move on.
Petra.
But if you want a cold beer and a few laughs with an old friend, come find me at the brewery. Your choice.
Aloy, just have a drink with her. Literally just a day, it's fine.
Well, this Olvan guy sounds like trouble. Maybe Petra could use some support. But first things first, I need to find that workbench and upgrade my bow.
Here we go.
Shop looks closed.
Oh,
Can I still use the workbench?
I ain't gonna stop you.
oh, thank you.
Shop's closed.
My bow's already fully upgraded.
You're welcome to use the workbench. That's like a business.
This will be in my stash when I need it.
So I've got 2 side quests and an unknown. Unknown machine strike? The fuck is a machine strike? I'll do these. I'll find out what the hell Petra's up to in a second. I want to see what I'm. Hang on. Quick save it. Make sure that. There we go. Yeah, I want to see what a machine strike is. I'm curious.
Hey, Ray.
Change your mind about
Fancy a
that
game of
brew?
strike? Come to revel in some strike, sister? Let me set the board.
I was just passing by.
First timer, huh? Don't worry about it. I'll go easy on you. You got any pieces?
No.
Well, aren't you in luck then? I got an extra set, a Tanakh original straight out of the Forbidden West. Sit. I'll run you through it in a hot spark. I'll give you something special if you win it on my boards, too.
It's almost as if the person we're talking to has had her teeth done. She's so proud of that fact, she's trying to show off her teeth as much as possible while talking. Yeah, it is that.
All right, let's start off simple.
Okay.
The Tanakhs like to say that Machine Strike is a game of pure strategy. We each get a set of pieces. Each piece represents a kind of machine, and each machine is worth a different number of victory points. To win the
Okay.
game, you'll need to gain 7 victory points by destroying the opponent's machines. It can be tricky remembering the details of every machine, so we use these notes to keep track of them. You see that number on the top right corner?
Alright.
That there is how many victory points you'll get for destroying that machine. Notes also tell you how far a piece can move, how powerful their attacks are, the distance they can strike from, and of course, their health.
Right.
Okay, that's enough for now. Let's just play. I'll explain the rest as we go. I own the board, so since this is your first time, usually you get to choose which pieces to set on the board, but pick up that machine piece to your... And remember, each machine can only move a certain distance. Take a look at your notes if you need a reminder.
Okay.
Easy enough, huh? Now, you get to move 2 machines each... Perfect. There's not much else to do for now, so just end your turn. We're forging onwards. Let me move my pieces here. And we're back to you. This time, try with that machine on your right. Now move the piece. When performed, you'll be testing your machine's combat power against the opponent's. And its own attack power. This board only has grassland terrain, which has no effect on a machine's combat power. And your current machine has 2 points of attack power.
Right.
So in total, your machine's combat power equals 2 points. Since my machine isn't the one attacking, it has 0. And just like your machine, it's not affected by... So right now, this means your machine can do... Did you get all that?
Yeah. Yeah. Environmental conditions either boost or degrade attack and defense.
Knew you were a smart one. Finish up by attacking... Not pulling any punch. Now grab that second... See how your machine can't move close? You can make your machine sprint. That lets it move 1 space further. Try it out. Try sprinting up to one of my machines. Downside to sprinting is that your machine can no longer attack. Now, some players like to take a risk and overcharge their machine in cases like this. Overcharging lets you attack after a sprint, but it will damage your machine's health by 2 points. So use at your own discretion. Let's try doing that now so you can see what That's about it for your turn then.
Okay.
Now, I'll let that machine of yours, the one... Same as in the wilds. Machines have both armored points and weak points. You can see them marked on the pieces. Blue shows where their armor is thickest. Hit them there, and you'll do some damage, but not a lot.
Oh,
Now,
you're attacking from a
red
certain
shows the machine's
side, you
weak
do
points.
more damage.
Hit those, and you'll deal a mighty blow.
Okay.
Here, let me show you. Rotate that piece so your machine faces mine. Now let that machine have it. Off the board she goes, and there's your first victory points. You don't have 7 of them yet, so let's keep going. Your machine attacked mine, but hasn't moved. Go ahead and move downwards. You've already attacked a machine and moved your piece. But if you overcharge your machine, you can attack a second time. And by the look of your machine's health, you'd be sacrificing your piece to... But sometimes overcharge... Ain't that a thrill? Now, because your machine was knocked out at the same time as mine, we both get the victory points our machines are worth. Good news is, since you're the one attacking, you're gonna receive your victory points before I do. Which means you can reach the coveted 7 victory points first.
Okay.
That's why sometimes losing a piece. Now, you'll notice you didn't get quite, but you did. That means you're the winner. That wasn't so hard, was it? Just remember to always check for the best terrain to attack from. You'd be surprised the advantage you can gain over an opponent like that. I know it saved my behind in a game or two.
I'll try and
Oh, before I forget, these are all my spare pieces. I want the Savior of Meridian to have them. It's a small set to be sure, but it should be enough to get you in on any strike games you find out there. You might even fancy looking out for them strike carvers. They've got all kinds of unique pieces that can turn a game in your favor, though they'll need the right materials to craft you one. Or you might find them in the wilds if you're lucky. I know I've lost my fair share of pieces after a night of machine hunting or brew hopping. No need to thank me. Always a pleasure to help out new strike players. Now, if you feel like playing, I could even teach you a few more tricks.
Thanks.
Okay, so I've got a new game to play.
Don't be a stranger.
And thankfully, there is a side mission in here.
Hey, Milda. Milda. I took some of your stew last time I went into the wild. Kept me going for a week. Felt like I could have put a strider in a sleeper hold.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Sounds like you're serving up some impressive provisions here.
Not again. You can have the discount too, but you'll have to come back later.
I think you have me confused with someone else.
Olvin didn't send you?
No.
No.
Oh, my apologies. It's just that his minions won't stop pestering me. Now I've even worn out my special grill. Since I'm in the midst of a crisis, perhaps you could skip to what it is you wanted?
Some of your food?
Of course.
Are Ulvin's people causing you problems?
Oh, yeah. They constantly demand my best, but the equipment I need to make my signature dishes isn't built for batch cooking. And don't get me started on the Ulvin discount they feel so entitled to.
And if you refuse?
I make meals. No trouble.
How did you end up in Chainscrape?
Heard about a new and upcoming town at the edge of the frontier. Where there's a town, there's a tavern. I was in need of work. So I got myself out here and started cooking. Some of these people had never tasted proper boars and berries stew before. Anyway, next thing I knew, people kept coming back. Guess they liked my food. Or the ale.
Your last customer mentioned your cooking really kept him going out in the wild. Where I'm headed, I could use some of that.
I would be happy to oblige, especially since you have the decency to ask pleasantly. But my special groove griddle is no more. Without it, I can't cook any of my signature dishes. I hate to think what'll happen when I'm forced to refuse Ulvin or his goons. Even if I already had the right ingredients, there's nothing I can do. Unless you can source me a temporary replacement?
What do you need?
For the ingredients, a few pieces of decent wild meat, and I'd say a big handful of bitter leaf stems.
I think I've got
That'll do.
those.
As for the griddle, a corrugated metal panel might suffice until I can have a new one forged. You'd likely find one in a scrounger pile if you follow the river to the northeast. Don't worry, I'll clean it first. You'll have no issue finding boars and bitter leaf on your way, assuming you're as much a hunter-gatherer as your clothing suggests.
Thanks, Mildif. I'll keep an eye out.
So that's what gratitude sounds like.
And don't let anyone push you around, okay?
If you say so.
He's a nice guy. Oh wow, I've literally just got to go to the scrounge pile.
Just need to grab a metal panel from the scrounger pile.
Oh, can I fast travel there?
Where you going?
Let me... There we go. Oh my god, I can! Oh, it's brilliant. And because the PS5 is so fast... And... done. It's so quick, I just can't believe it. Look over at Bex, just grinning. I was waiting for her to say, that's what she said. It's so quick, I can't believe it. Oh dear, right. What's the bet there's going to be machines there? Oh. Yep. I can see the blue. There they are.
Scroungers. Native set up one of the factories.
There we go. Yeah, I may have been practicing my bow work in videos, hence why my level was a lot higher than it was in the previous one. Worth it.
I think I have everything I need for Mildev. Good thing, too. I can use a decent meal. It's on to me.
Yeah, when I eventually find a shop to sell stuff, I'm going to be able to get some decent gear. It's going to be quicker just to fast travel back.
This'll keep.
I like the fact that they had to, I actually read they had to slow down the transition when you fast travel purely because of how quick it was. People weren't able to read the game tips that were coming up on screen.
Ah, there you are. I happen to receive another visit from Olvin himself. He was pushy, but I stood my ground. And dare I say it, I even got my own back. Yes, I did.
I'm listening.
Nice one, buddy.
When I made his meal, I used 3 pinches of salt. Instead of 2.
Each journey begins with a single step, I guess.
Baby steps.
I think I have everything you asked for.
Then just as you have inspired me, let us see if I can return the favor. Time to cook.
Ooh, steak.
Wow. Mildev, that was inspired.
Next time you want the best provisions, You know where to find me. Your next order of any dish will be on the house.
And don't forget to stand up for yourself.
Funny you should say that. As it happens, I'm already cooking up my next portion of resistance. Hope to see you again.
Good man.
Back for that free meal? Go on, peruse my menu.
Now we can actually cook stuff. Plus 20 maximum health. Ooh, that's actually not bad. What about the very rare? Recover weapon stamina faster. Oh, damn! He's actually got some half decent meals. Okay. Oh, leveled up.
Might be a good idea. Stock up on some food before I head back out. And see when this weather's picking up.
What am I locking onto here? Ah, Petra. Is that Petra? Hello? Alright, screw you. Oi! Oi, mate! There she is.
Aloy, come for that beer after all, eh? Here, sit down. Get a pint in her hand. Wasn't expecting you to swing by.
Since when do I do what's expected?
Ha! There's that spark. Fire and spit.
Fire and spit.
That's a blast from the bellows. Won't fix the forge, but at least I can forget about my troubles for a while.
Like what?
Take your pick. We got bodies to bury from the bristlebacks, the work stoppage, Olvin grating the gears about his concession decree. Hey! Weapons off the table! Ah, don't listen to me. Nothing a cold brew and knocking some heads together can't fix eventually.
So the bristlebacks and the Daunt. Where did they come from?
That's the thing. No one rightly knows. They just showed up one day, rampaging around the valley like they exploded out of a forge. Lost some good people. But I heard talk of some vanguards trying to take them down.
Did they come through here?
Stopped by briefly for supplies. Ulvund was none too pleased. Won't be able to crank it to his advantage once the bristlebacks are gone.
But how could bristlebacks and the Daunt help Ulvund?
2 words. Concession decree. Since no one knows where the bristlebacks came from, Ulvund has taken to blaming the Karja for him. He's hoping to dig up enough old resentments to get a strike going until the concession's signed. This is just his latest attempt. He's been trying to rile up the workers since the day he rolled into town.
And people actually believe him?
Lots of folks suffered at the hands of the Mad King during the Red Raids. Give him half a reason, they'll blame the Karja for anything.
Ah, damn Karja slavers.
I thought you'd be back in Freeheap.
Well, after the big battle at Meridian, I went back. But realized it was running smooth. Didn't need me. Heard about the rebuilding out at Barren Light. Figured they could use another hammer. Been scraping by ever since.
You could always leave.
And go back east? Nah. I ain't one to leave a lit forge. Besides, someone's gotta be a squeaky wheel for the workers around here.
So about Olvind.
Around here, everything's about Olvind.
How'd he end up in charge?
He got here early, like a squirrel smelling a fat nut. He knew rebuilding Barren Light would need stone and timber. So he jangled purses all over Mainspring, getting investors to front claims on anything in the Daunt that might be worth a damn. Thing is, all the bankers back home know that this is Karja land, and the Sun King can revoke those claims at any time. That's why he's desperate for the magistrate to sign off on a concession decree.
This concession decree, what is it exactly? And how would it help Olvind?
It's pig diddle, that's what.
A writ that would put all Osram claims in the Daunt under Osram law, even though they're on Karja land. It would mean that any existing ore, stone, and timber claims couldn't be revoked by the Karja. No more risk, no more hesitation for investors back in the claim to pour in the shards and expand their business. And since Olvind has a stake in all those claims, it would make him richer than a scrapper in a junk heap. Not to mention Chainscrape would become an Osram municipality, so he could buy enough votes to call himself an elderman. He's a sly old badger, I'll give him that. Figures if he keeps up the pressure, eventually the magistrate will sign.
Well, I have to be going. Thanks for the drink, Petra. I'm glad I stopped by.
Anytime, Flamehair.
Hey, Ray. Fancy a game of strike?
Right, let's see about this other side mission. If I can find my way out of this pub. That'll do. I'm stuck. Ooh, melee pit.
You wanted to speak to me?
Well, you know better than anyone it's a dangerous world out there, and not just against machines. Name's Odur. This here's my training pit. Best place to practice close combat this side of the Forbidden West. Say, I wonder who'd win in a fight. You, the savior of Meridian, champion of the East, or the Enduring, master of the West.
Who?
The Enduring, a legendary Tenakth fighter, the master of masters. I've heard the Tenakth have training pits just like this one. It's how the warriors get so fierce, see? And only the very best from the pits get to train with the Enduring.
So, to find the Enduring, I should look for these training pits if I'm ever out that way?
You'll have to go far if you do. The Tenakth are split into 3 clans. 3 clans, 3 capitals, 3 training pits. My guess is
So
you'd have
like
to
The
beat all
Witcher.
of them if you want to train with the
3
Enduring.
different cities you have to
Tenakth will
visit,
kill you
beat the
with sight,
champions,
that
and then you get to fight
But
the
that's a
overall
far
champion.
spark in the wind. As for right now, I also offer challenges to test your fighting skill.
Who would I be fighting exactly? You?
Well, I know you're the savior and all, but you have to beat all the others first to challenge me. Rules are rules. We only use dual blades and practice arrows, mind. These drunken fools would run themselves through otherwise. You have to leave everything but your spear and practice arrows at the gate. But I'll look after your gear, not to worry. So, what do you say? Up for some training?
I might be.
That's
Yeah, why
what I
not?
like to hear.
Hey, I thought you'd left by now. Yeah.
Close attention to your opponent's stance. Read their intentions. Choose your attacks to break their defense.
Well, that was easy. Time limit, 1 minute. Your time, 15 seconds. Resonator blast. Performing melee combos and power attacks energize your spear.
You think your spear can deal with that armor? Use attacks to energize your spear. Then hit your opponent with a heavy or power attack to blast the armor.
Sister! Over here!
Not again. Almost ready to go? Ignoring me again?
You know I don't like to repeat.
I meant to ask.
I can't seem to get the resonator blast thing working.
Okay, just try again.
This should be useful. Now I just need to find a way to help him pull bristle backs.
That energy doesn't last forever. Shoot the glowing part of your opponent before the energy fades.
Such company to have. Bring hail to the north.
Ho there!
Salutations, it's fair. I thought it couldn't get worse. Here we are.
Eyes up here, brother! Ignoring me!
Okay, just try again.
This is ridiculous.
Energy doesn't last forever. Shoot the glowing part of your opponent before the energy fades.
I were a Superman. I would salute.
That spear can give you the edge in battle. Keep energizing it and bend your enemies.
I had to shoot
Triggering
with
those
an arrow.
energy blasts should help you vanquish your opponents.
Would have been helpful if it had said that. It probably did, and I was just blind. Right, let's see if we can take down the pitmaster.
How fast can you learn? Yield! I yield!
Oh, wow, okay. That was, what, 10 seconds?
Well fought, friend. Well fought.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Ooh. Serves me right for thinking I could go up against the savior of Meridian.
That's right,
Here,
bitch.
have this. A little something for the new champion.
Thank you, Hodurk.
Don't be a
Hodurk.
stranger now. Come back whenever you'd like to spar again.
I've knocked him for 6. A pristine skull. Very nice. 13 seconds. He was the champion and it took me 13 seconds to take him down.
See you later, O'Dirk.
Farewell then.
That's twice. I've said goodbye to him now.
Ah, finally.
We are on the same side here. What?
Oh
do you
god,
want?
it's this douchebag.
Some kind of payment.
My dear magistrate, you think I can be bought? If you want that whistle blown, all you have to do is have your soldiers remove the bristlebacks and sign the concession decree. Face it, what other choice do you have?
Hi.
Savior, what auspicious timing. Might we discuss a matter of importance to the Sundom?
We might. Later.
Very well. I shall be waiting.
So, the savior herself. Walloper of Derval, gutter of Hughes.
Maybe.
I've heard many tales of your beauty and heroics, my fierce lady warrior. Olvent Freeholder, at your service. So, what could have dragged you away from the fine silks and wine of Meridian to this smudge of a settlement? Your saviorly attention must be needed elsewhere.
I'm here for the embassy and...
The embassy? Why, by the forge. Ah. Greater gears for greater matters. Guess that means you'll be moving on.
Once I've dealt with any problems around here that need my saviorly attention.
Ah, the bristlebacks, of course. Got to get rid of them if you want that embassy to take place. Well, best get to it, hey? And off you go.
Not so fast. You don't seem to have a high opinion of the magistrate?
Well, I refuse to play nice to some fancy-robed parchment pusher when my fellow laborers are being bullied, intimidated, and taken advantage of.
How noble of you.
They're being bullied and taken advantage of by
Born
you.
with a hammer in hand, I was. Nobody handed me anything or dropped opportunity into my lap. Everything I've achieved, I've done on my own.
And where is this hammer now?
The burden of leadership forced me to set it aside. The Carja risk nothing
You're a
while
scrounger.
demanding that good Osseram gamble with their lives out there. Someone had to step up and say no more.
You ordered the work stoppage?
Indeed I did. We're laborers, not soldiers. Until the Carja clean up their mess and give us the fair deal we deserve, I'm not risking Osseram lives.
Fair deal? You mean your concession decree?
It's not my decree. It's on behalf of all the good Osseram laborers of this land who do all the back-breaking work, while only the Carja reap the rewards. All we're asking for is the ability to share in it for a land worked by the people, for the people.
Right. And just how much would be your share?
Only an amount appropriate to my contributions to this community, of course.
Right.
Where's the whistle?
Right in the middle of town, but with the threat out there, I'm not endangering innocent Osram lives.
I'm going to clear out the bristlebacks. And when I'm done, this valley is going to get moving.
If that's what it takes. Until then, I'll keep looking after the safety of these good folk.
Just be ready to blow the whistle. Better see what that Carja magistrate wanted. I bet he's in the tavern.
That's where I'd be after talking to someone that slimy. Good God, he's a douchebag. I don't understand why no one. Well, I don't understand why he's so disliked.
Savior, thank you for taking the time. And my condolences that you had to endure Olvent's bloviating.
I've dealt with worse. It sounds like he's really trying to put you over the barrel.
The idea that the Carja purposely let bristlebacks into the Daunt, it's completely absurd. But the louder and longer he says it, the more support he'll
I get the
from his
feeling
damn
he let the
concession.
bristlebacks in.
How did the bristlebacks get into the Daunt?
No one knows for sure. The first report of them came from west of the quarry. But unless they have wings I don't know about, I don't see how they could have come over the mountains.
No other way in.
The only way I know about is barren light. Look, if you can get to the bottom of this, I can offer a considerable bounty in return. Help me shut Ulvund up.
Gladly.
What is this concession to...
He wants the Sundom to designate portions of the Daunt as Oseram holdings. Only the portions, mind you, that produce any value.
Let me guess. Because he stands to profit somehow?
Exactly. With the Daunt under Oseram law, he could secure more investment for their numerous ventures.
He can't get those investments without the concession?
No. Not while there's a chance the Sundom could revoke their access. Hence, why the concession is so important to him. And why blaming the Karja for the bristlebacks, no matter how absurd, works in his favor.
How did you get stuck out here?
I asked for the posting, believe it or not. Overseeing the entire valley on behalf of the Sun King? It was an honor. Is an honor, I mean.
But your job would be a lot easier without someone like Ulvund blasting hot air all the time?
Ulvund's not going anywhere. He's been around longer than I have. Even fancies himself the founder of Chainscrape. I'll find a way to live with him. I have to.
You said the bristlebacks were first spotted west of the quarry?
Yes, according to one terrified laborer, said the ground trembled before they came charging down the hillside. He took off and ran all the way here.
Good place to start looking then.
If you learn the truth, maybe Ulvund will stop blaming the Karja for every problem, and maybe then he'll actually...
I really do hope it was him that done it. Him that did it. That's what I was trying to say. Getting all tongue-tied. Right. Means we've got to go past this place, this quest step to get to where the bristlebacks have come in. Makes more sense to finish off this mission or this quest step.
It's a mustache later.
Oh boy.
Bristlebacks must have got these Oseram. I hope Erend and the other Vanguard are okay.
I'm still wondering what the hell is a bristleback. I mean, I've looked up. I can remember most of the creatures from the first game, but I can't remember bristlebacks. Bex is sitting there just biting her lip. Go on, is it a new one? It's a new one. Okay, that's why I haven't heard of them before. Obviously they spit...
Where are you off to?
Oh, hang on, I need to scan it, don't I?
She won't be bothered by acid. Is that a tripwire? The whole area's rigged with them.
Hey, you! Make it worth your while if you kill these scroungers.
It's always something.
Hold tight! I'll see what I can do!
Try luring them into the tripwire. Why kill it like that? What do you think the tripwires are for?
Can't override that now. Need to get data from the cauldron if I can find it.
Ah, there it is.
Hello, Red. What a day, what a day. Thank the Forge you showed up. Tripwire's handy, but machine hunting's a youngin's game. Come on over. Let me give thanks proper like.
Take one of those just so I can craft it.
I see you're a practiced hunter. Took you less time to kill those scroungers than vanguards to kill one bristleback.
So the vanguards came through here?
Yeah, just a bit ago. Took down that bristleback, headed south. But then those scroungers showed up to carve the carcass, as they do. Then another bristleback ran through. I'm telling you, it's crazy around here.
So the vanguard went south?
Probably. This whole valley is swarming with them. The vanguard seemed dead set on getting rid of them.
I see.
Hold on there, Red. If you're gonna go chasing across the Daunt, you're gonna want a tripcaster. Not just any tripcaster. One of my make. Free of charge.
Thank you.
Workmanship looks solid enough.
Yep. Been tweaking the design since I left Chainscrape. More room to tinker out here and less chance of, well, accidents.
Did something happen in Chainscrape?
Well, like someone.
Irvund.
Let me guess. Ulvund.
Yep.
Back when I had a place in town, he took a real interest in my wares. Kept pressing for the Ulvund discount. I said no. He didn't like that so much. I can't prove it, but that chuff bucket set my workshop on fire. Felt it best to put some distance between us after that.
Cable car operator told me the bristlebacks. Do you know anything about them?
How is old Karn? Back in the day, there was this one time that...
Anything about the bristlebacks?
No. Karn said true. Just showed up and ran amok. Lucky for me, I've got you and the Vanguard swoop.
I should get...
While you're blasting bristlebacks, did you know they have a tripcaster trial?
Ooh.
Maybe. So Aaron headed south. Should be able to pick up his tracks with my focus.
So that's a bristleback. And it's attacking. Oops. I need some arrows.
Let's do it.
Try pushing it off!
It's a ruin from the old world. I could find something interesting inside.
Oh.
Okay, what do we have in here?
First do a lap around the outside, see if you can find another way in. When it becomes very apparent you can't. Okay. Ah.
Looks like this door needs some kind of key module. Maybe there's one in the ruin? crate. This should be useful. It's not moving. Must be stuck. What's this data say? There's a code for the locked door in this data.
Ooh.
But I still need to find a key module.
That could have been painful.
There's nothing for my polecaster to latch on to.
Thought I could smash that wall.
Okay, gotta find a key for the door.
Ah, that's how you get through.
There's more of the ruin down here. Where to now? Thanks for my stash when I need it. Down here.
Oops.
Well, I can't reach the ledge above now.
Ah.
I'll have to find another way up.
Hang on. Right. I know what I've got to do. I think I know what I've got to do. Come back this way. Let me do this. Pull this down.
Down it goes.
Into the hole. Grab the box. Oh, look at me. Puzzle solver extraordinaire. There we go.
Okay. Now where does this lead?
Ah. Okay. Aha. Drop down. Got it.
The key module.
Oh, this was a hotel. Kill. Onto the crate, onto the hook. There you go.
Okay, let's see if this key fits. There. Looks like this needs
Already
a
got the
too.
code.
I think some of the data I picked up might help.
Are you kidding me? I need to read the code. That'd be saved in data point, wouldn't it? $1705.
Got it.
Yay! What the hell? Why are the clovers coming out of it?
What is this thing?
Tap it hard into you.
Maybe I'll figure out what to do with it later.
I'm sorry, I have to have a look. Okay, first stop on the Screw You Kyle tour. Why does that make me feel like it's a South Park Easter egg? Screw you, Kyle. Oh. I got you, buddy.
Mighty thankful to you, Savior.
Just Aloy is fine.
Aaron mentioned you're not one for fancy titles.
You're Vanguard.
Well, here to escort Bardice's delicate behind to the embassy.
If we can get rid of these bristlebacks.
Captain said to keep an eye on Chainscrape, then these ugly lugs showed up.
Gave the first one a good beating.
But didn't quite have time to roll out of the way when it fell.
Told you it wasn't a good idea to eat that much before heading out.
I should probably get going.
Now, if you see any more of these bristlebacks...
I'll make sure to roll out of their way.
Might want to take some of these with you as well. They're handy in a pinch.
Thanks.
Stay safe, Aloy.
Smoke bombs. Nice. Smoke bombs can be used underwater? Can't really see how, but fair enough. Right, I'm going to end this episode here, guys. Next time we're going to see if we can find Errand and not get distracted by anything that we come across. So, thank you for watching. Leave a like if you've enjoyed the video, and subscribe if you want to see more content like it. As always, there'll be a link to the full playlist in the description, and I hope to see you next time. Adios!